Alright, so we are back in Final Fantasy and we just finished doing a dungeon. Now we're gonna speak with Alphino since we finished that dungeon. Um and start the main storyline again. Antecedent, you came to us straight from the archives of Fortemps. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Wow, she got a jacket on. Would that it had. Ariane and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortemps. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who live in a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more? That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiation table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there is no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mughal the 12th, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mogul's guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? There are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals in conviction, Minfilia, They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had destroyed it to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternative route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our aetheryte problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Korthos is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Good, I knew you would understand. Yu Hayes can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Oh, I'm tired. There you are. Commander Leveilleur instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Denifin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Chocobo it is. Oh, to fly where I need to go. Cool. That's a cool effect. Right here. Val's balls. My ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went ahead through Denifin Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. This snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Sure. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't think I have. Yeah, I've been this way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been here before. I remember now. Fresh Prince. Yeah. It looks like a Lalafel's feet. Southeast we shall go. What are you doing? You lost your way? Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. They're a great scaled beast, and Yuyuheis, I think he went on his east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Okay, and what are you doing? What are you doing? You're being useless. Okay. This is where we fight. Where? You hit hard, by the way. Oh, yeah, I hate that freaking status affliction. What is that? Paralysis. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. What is it? Withdraw in groups of 3 or less in the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need to go, will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Shh, weak. Wait, come on. Why are you not going? It's 0. Hoo-wee. Here. You look suspicious. Heretic! I am through with listening to excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Hi there. Well, stay with her, then, if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. Alphino, what the heck are you doing? There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. You should not have reacted that way. Fancy meeting you here. I presume your work with the third brought you hither. I skipped it. Sorry. It came to our attention during the course of our investigation with Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphonode is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for the spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from recurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills, skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most generous. Oh my god, that is the most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Oh. All right. I should just use my chocobo. It's walking too darn slow. Too darn slow. Where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh. Captain Illibird seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Okay. Well, let's get this information. Captain Aelbert, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we didn't already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of this role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortemps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider, then, that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Rabon's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. One of the 3 grand companies, Uldal's, was ever more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa Limensa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to information of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mined under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Uldal's military was made up of disparate order, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Robin faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the costs, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been a child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, eh? The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did so, but simply self-preservation. Had Nael von Darnus's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Robon with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shattering several high-ranking flames, any one whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in the inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Emmerich, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me as a realm's status champion. 'Tis only that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. Don't even think about her consent. Don't even know that I have to report to anybody. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Isa's heart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfili and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternative route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the other realm's problems. I shall go ahead to Gerdanian readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to Lotus Stand together. Sounds good. And here we go. Lovely. Go to Nofika's altar. Conjurer's Guild. There we go. And here we are. My thanks for coming. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to Lotus Stand. Yep, she always does. The Alliance leaders await you at Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Yes.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
Oh, you know he was killed.
I thought
Oh,
us
dang.
fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
That guy looks scary. That guy looks worse. Oh.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
Well, I was about to say he looked like Legolas from Lord of the Rings.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Young? Boy looks old. Oh, look at that frown.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
I will take over.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
Mm-hmm.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
I guess we shall see.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
Um, isn't that kind of snarky? But you're kind of right.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by.
Heck yeah, I do the same.
But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming.
Mm-hmm.
So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
You're right. So let's figure out who this Ivy is. Because we need to make a plan. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Golemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst citizenry. The nations later can come to all understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to common folk. Take the Lamincians, for instance. Though Admiral Melred outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still pictured the nation as having for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, the Gardanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldans scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that much sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan society to Legi Adeleji, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact is that the people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartano is necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega in order to placate them. We present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Elbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilberd near the Ader's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Korthos, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Ooh, can't wait till we figure that out. Ader's Nest is at the main Aetherite. Am I right? Yes. Where am I going? I'm so confused by this rain. I don't like. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless Commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. No way. From this point on, we proceed with extreme caution. Beautiful. Oh no, this is gonna be so ugly looking. Oh no. Oh my god, what the heck am I wearing? Oh my god, that's disgusting. Whatever. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline Royale, Robon's second in command. No way. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he informed the Grand Company, Robon chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet the monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Riley was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the monetarists? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest as us is Roalie's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Robon attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames' records for evidence of Riley's guilt, but if we can't catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have been watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely on your eyes, Scion? You have my many thanks. Let us go then and take care not to alert our quarry. This is so interesting because I feel like there's going to be a twist. Just every single thing is going to be a twist. Speak with Ilbert again. Where? Okay. Strange. So you're watching the Aether, right? Raleigh is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate with me, Scion. Oh, okay, so okay, that's so easy. That's not too bad. I thought I was gonna have to do a sneak mission, follow her. This isn't too bad. This is just sort of like following. So Raleigh has entered the Carline canopy, meeting someone perchance? Or could it be that she means to board an airship? Pray, look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. If Femi is her name, I shall remain here in case Riley reappears. Oh, I hate that. Such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Okay. Sprint. She's disappeared. Nowhere to be seen, you say, and you're sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The Roost. How could I forget? What's the Roost? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Montai tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Hehe. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You are Shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank the 12 for the domins. Were it not for their unique talents, Riley would have disappeared without a trace. Nope, nope, nope. Just get the money. The moolah. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Riley's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Ooba, 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 ooba. This was easier, I think. Maybe. Yeah, because I can actually, like, fly. I can't fly in Gridania. So I went to Crystal Aetherite from Crystal Aetherite, and that's no fun. Here we are. This way, my friends. Your query makes for the Hawthorne Hut. If Raleigh is truly one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Raleigh would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she could not move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for the reason I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elizan are common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Raleigh in the act. Alright. I'm not gonna aetherite it. I'm just gonna fly on the chocobo. I'm going to fly on Chaco. Chaco, Chaco, Chaco. I have joined the fate. Alright. Okay. We're standing next to a rock. My people report that our quarry has departed for the bramble patch. The Ivy returns to the knolls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Okay. And we're still trying to find. Oh. Is it down here or up here? I don't want to be wrong. It's down there. It's down there. That ain't it. What? Where the heck is this place? There you are. Nope, nope, I didn't mean that. Just beyond, Raleigh is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it, with me. And we're gonna be completely wrong. Maybe, I don't know. Flame Marshal Lean Raleigh, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. Huh. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely guard for battle, but if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I had naught to hide. Okay. Even a warrior of Raleigh's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let's speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now? So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray, do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall attend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of the shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe. So please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. Is that a choice I get? Do I get
No,
to train?
you can, your one character can be every class in the game.
What's a shinobi?
They're the rogues, basically.
Oh, okay. But I can't. So she's trying to get me to be a rogue?
Yeah.
Do I have to be a rogue? Okay.
It's just
It's freaking confusing. Don't know what's going on.
Are you just sitting in chat, okay?
Alright. Oh, we gotta speak with Minfilia again? Gosh. The antecedent must consent. Who is your right hand? Welcome back. I understand that Alpino has a task for you. May I ask what it was? Aren't you supposed to know everything? Charges of treason and espionage against Aline Roali. I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whether the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way to Iceheart's sanctum. Okay, so this one is for me. Let's see what this looks like. Ugh, I bet she's gonna look disgusting. What? Was it not? Never mind. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctum of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva, using the crystals she stole from House 410's caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall, but first we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into an established Aetheryte and thereby follow our query. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length, Oriange, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming.
Typed in yours earlier. You typed you again. Just a second ago.
Yeah. Probably. There we go. Let's just follow. Let's just walk. Out of the rising stones we go, and to the northern gate. We shall wait. We shall wait. As we wait at the northern gate, the adventurer from Charlian appears. Dum dum dum. 'Tis someone I know. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, is it that Lalafin? I'm just joking. Cute.
I'm 65 years old. You called me cute. Oh, you're that part.
Is she not the Iceheart Queen?
No.
Oh.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and to thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
Looks like a relation to Melweb? Merlweb?
She
As
just
if I
really
could ever
wants
say no
all-
to Uriange.
Wow, you'd say Rodigans look alike. What the fuck?
I mean,
What the
tall, gray hair.
fuck? What the fuck?
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on Aetheryte technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Asian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, I need to get this shirt off. Ugh. Ugly. Disgusting. No, that was it? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once then. We have much to discuss. Why does Minfilia remind me of my manager? I said, why does Minfilia remind me of my manager? She seems just too proper. Just, like, chill, lady. It's fine.
Because I think she's the most useless character in the game.
Oh my god. No, my manager's not useless. No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying the way she talks.
I hate this. But
What
like,
is-
this happened to me earlier too.
Oh, a jump scare?
Your fear meter, if it hits 100,
How do you keep your fear meter down?
going to sacred ground.
Oh god.
Not being out in yeah, the chest jump scares are bad too.
Voice action, please.
Yeah,
Listen,
that
I haven't
too.
fought anything, yo.
Gods, it's been ages.
Moan. Who that?
Oh, longer, sister.
A what? Sister? Excuse me? No, you ain't
A
sisters.
joyous reunion indeed. Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
I see no resemblance.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Oh, you rude, bro. Papa Limo.
You're gonna love Arianda's response.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Shalian to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
What is auracite?
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits,
Poetic.
and nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
Unhand me!
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Hey. Hey.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? You're missing Aetherite.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetheryte.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Okay.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the Aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Huh. No reward if there's no risk. Moolah. What's today? No day. It's Tuesday, right? I have already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder. I can't even. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcliff before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, and I have faith that you will return to us, as you always have. So you're just gonna stand there? Okay. Let's go to Korthos. Go here. Yes. All right. Let's fly, Choco. Was there a better way? No, there wasn't. Okay. Look at Chocobo going up and down. Look at that. You're gonna hit a tree. Well, that was a nice music. Start to the music. Wow, this is far away. I never realized. Oh, you're here too. Good to see you. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Elaine Rorali in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Beautiful. There, it's ready. Can you say you had to go fast? Here you go. That didn't seem that dangerous. Huh, it worked, I think. Try tuning to the Aether right now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. We have done all we can. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If by the grace of the 12 you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Siva. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you'll have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moan Brida's experience, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. Sure. Let's go. Madam, Sir Emmerich regrets that he cannot be here in person, and asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat. Yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. The warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service of a greater cause. May Halone bless you with the good fortune and see you safely home. Aww, so sweet. So we done now? 'Tis not a matter of training your eyes, Zephyr. What foreknowledge or serendipity we will ever find every tunnel. The land conspires against us, the broken ice ever reforming to conceal the entrances. Oh, cool. Alright. Okay, so that's going to be the end for this one. There's a lot of talking, less action, but we are going to begin this tomorrow again. Use the Duty Finder to confront Shiva in the Al-Kafa Amphitheater. And it's going to be hard. See y'all next time. And end stream.